Hey, well, this is day 8, probably one of the most controversial days of the World Cup. We'll get into it. Starting out with England versus Algeria, which was a wonderful 0-0 game. England outshot Algeria 15-13, and Wayne Rooney was again held scoreless for his 7th consecutive, straight match. Now they were heavily favored in this match. Algeria is the lowest rated country in this block, in this division. And now England brought in James to replace Green in goal, and that seemed to paid off with that, as they didn't give up a goal, but there was only like one legitimate shot on goal from Algeria. England had numerous chances. They shot, they had 5 really legit shots on the goal, but Mboli stopped all 5 of those chances. It was his first game in the Cup, and he stopped all of them, and he got the clean sheet. Now, when you start looking at this, Algeria really had no offense in this. England controlled the ball over 55% of the game, but they just something's missing, something's wrong there. They're on the verge of being eliminated and not even advancing. A lot of things need to go their way. They have to win against Slovenia to even have a legitimate shot at advancing. If they tie, there's so many things that need to fall in place for them to advance. They really need to win so they can advance. So the pressure is now on this England squad that was favored to win this group, but now it's changed a little bit, and they're gonna have to score goals because they're down 2 goals to the U.S. right now as it stands. So they only scored the 1 goal, and that was in the 4th minute of the first game. So you're looking at I don't want to do 176 minutes of game time with no scores, no additional scores. So they're in trouble. They've got to score. They've got to do something to win the. They got to win against Slovenia to even ensure the fact that they will advance. Now, we found out how to beat Germany today, or yesterday, I should say, in the 3rd most penalized game in World Cup history. Now, if a ref is doing his job, it's one thing, but when you're completely taking away from the game itself, when you are putting the focus on you and not the players, not anybody else involved, then that's kind of, messed up. The ref there, where's he at? Because I'm pissed off at him. Alberto Undano had the most cards this cup. He gave out like 9 yellow cards in the game, and that's obscene. But Germany, after Closer got his 2nd yellow card in the 36th minute, he was gone. And moments later, Jankovic scored off a header from Nikolaj Sijic to take the lead for good in the 38th minute. Germany actually outshot Serbia 16-10 in this game, and missed its first penalty kick since 1974 when Podolski, kicked it straight at the goalie, and right at Stojakovic. I guess that's it, and so they go down 1-0 to Serbia, and they had the first win, so they're still looking good if they win the next game. But they're going to be without Closer now because he got the red card. So while they won't play a majority of the game 1 down, they're still looking at they're going to have to do something. But this ref play is we shouldn't be talking about them. Basically, we shouldn't be talking about the refs in these games. These games need to go. There needs to be a flow. There needs to be consistency, and that is the furthest thing from the truth. And speaking of that, USA versus Slovenia in a 2-2 tie. Now they outshot them 13-8, and the USD once again put the team in the hole badly by giving up a 13th minute goal to Bursa. Now, they're lazy. They don't get back. They don't get back to defend. They wait too long. They get in position. Bursa goes. He blows by Bradley. He loops around and gets in some amazing space. And Howard's like, holy shit! Because dude is so wide open. I mean, he's like 5 yards before the nearest guy is near him. And when you have that advantage on a goalie, you're going to school him majority of the time unless you're Poldowski. So, Howard's there. He's flat-footed. He's like, oh, Jesus. Shot goes in. They take the lead. 1-0. And you're thinking to yourself, how could this get any worse? Well, the U.S., they start pushing the pace, and they keep going in. They're pushing. But Breco deflects the ball as Donovan's getting ready to score. And everybody's like, oh! And, they're all feeling sorry for themselves and their missed chance. Lubizhankic goes up the middle and gets a pass. He doesn't give up on the play. The second they go, okay, they didn't score, they're going down, man. And the U.S. didn't get back. So he gets one, he places it, he's about 8 yards out, places the shot right underneath Howard as he's diving to try and stop the ball. They're up 2-0. This is in the first half. This was in the 42nd minute. So the U.S. has already dug themselves a 2-0 hole, something they've never came back from, to win. So you're looking at this and you're thinking to yourself, what is up with this defense? Why are they not getting back? The bell didn't sound last I checked. There wasn't a whistle blown. So why aren't you hustling back? You'll have time to go, at halftime or at the end of the game, not during the game. There's too much of this emotion, in these games. These guys are like, time for that afterward, Get the face and go out and do it. Well, coming into the next half there, you could see the intensity of the U.S., and this was led by Landon Donovan. They're pushing the pace and everything like that. And he took a Cherundolo pass. He went past Caesar, and he fired an absolute laser against Andanovic, right at his face. I mean, dude, it was all he could do to move out of the way while this ball just flew up, because he wasn't going to stop it with his hands. It was too close, too fast, too much of an angle. It was just bad, and you could see it like, getting his head out, like, praying he doesn't get smacked in the face, and and that was in the 48th minute. And then the next one was in the 70 or 82nd minute. It was off a free kick from Donovan. Jose Altidore headed the ball. Are we there? Is this it? Yeah. And headed the ball, and Bradley came flying through the middle for a perfectly placed kick. I mean, the ball was bounced. It was floating up in the air. Bradley comes flying and kicks it. And again, Handanovic had no shot at that. And they tie the game. But this is where it gets messed up. Now, Adu hits what seems to be the winning goal off a free kick from Donovan. Well, Slavilic, Vic or whatever, has Bradley in a bear hug. I mean, he's got him wrapped. And he's just holding like, you're going nowhere, bruh. There was like 2 other fouls committed by Slovenian players. And a whistle's blown, which wouldn't take away the goal if it's against them. But wait, Koulibaly, in his first World Cup game, blows the whistle, disallowing the goal. And this he gives absolutely no explanation for why he called it. He doesn't say who the penalty's on, what it is, or anything. The goal is just disallowed, and takes away the win from the U.S. There was no offsides. They showed it numerous times. There was no offsides call. And FIFA allows this. Now, the refs have to turn in a report at the end of the game to justify their calls and things like that, but nothing has been said about it. Nothing has come out as to why this goal was disallowed. And again, Here you have a referee that goes ahead and makes a call that impacts the game, and they're not held accountable. Nothing has happened. I mean, you've got the Germany game that was complete shite because you let a ref control it, and then you have this one, which would have been the greatest comeback in U.S. history in soccer, which was taken away because of a call, and nobody's held accountable for it. Now, calls happen, and you might miss an offsides dude if he's like a foot and a half, 2 foot offsides. You miss that call, he scores the goal. Crap happens, right? But at least you said, well, he was offsides. Okay, or he wasn't offsides. You don't. It's a no call, not a call, and then you have to give an explanation. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to call, if a guy scores and he's offsides. If nothing's said, then there was no call. You just didn't see it. But if you make the call, if you blow that whistle, why? What did you blow it on? What's the problem here? And there's no explanation given. And this is why soccer takes a massive hit in the mouth. They have the opportunity. They have replay. They can say, hey, dude, why'd you make the call? But then you got a dude that doesn't speak English. He didn't respond to French. So what the hell's he speak? And where's an interpreter to get an answer from him? Right then. It doesn't happen. So, this is what you're dealing with. And when you have multiple countries and stuff like that, I mean, where's the responsibility, or where's the where is that ownership of making the call and then saying this is why I made the call? And if he was legit in saying it, I can understand. But my God, if you watch that play, you could watch it 20 times over and over again. It still doesn't change. Dude, Bradley gets tackled. There's like 2 or 3 other fouls being committed by Slovenia players, and Edu hits the ball in. I mean, that's it. Well, hey, this is the Big Ragu. Let's hope today's games aren't as bad. All right. Yeah. I'm out.